This week, I want to use my large sketchbook project that I introduced to you last week to illustrate a couple of ideas or concepts. The first idea and concept is every time you sit down to draw or paint, try to start from a place where anything is possible, and then be willing to change if you need to. There's nothing that provides an artist with more possibilities than a blank piece of paper. That's a positive, that's a good thing. And the second concept is if you want to grow and mature as an artist, then you need to try to, if you can, provide yourself with risk-taking opportunities. And that's where this large sketchbook project comes into play for me. Even though it's full-size sheets of paper, it's in a sketchbook format. So psychologically, it reduces the fear and the pressure for me to create a masterpiece. And it allows me to approach art making from a place of mind of, or the frame of mind of exploration and discovery. So let's start. So you have to start somewhere. So I'm going to use this old sketch, this old drawing that I did just to sort of get myself going, and I'm going to revisit it. And I've sort of in the back of my mind always had this idea that I wanted to do a sketch where the figure had a dark head, dark arms and dark legs, but had a light torso. So that's my very, very loose idea for this drawing that I'm going to start with. And we're going to see where we go. So I'm trying to start from a place that provides me a lot of possibilities, but I'm going to be willing to change along the way. And I'm going to try to go at this as a very risk-taking journey or adventure. Okay? So we're going to start sketching and get this thing going. Trying to find it. So remember, this sketch that I'm sketching from is just to give myself a place to go. I don't really want to copy it per se, but I want to have it gives me the format that I want. And I'm trying to keep things free flowing. And like I tell my students all the time, doesn't have to be a perfect sketch before we begin having fun with it. Arch this back a little bit more here.
When do you get to start having fun?
In a moment. No, you have fun all along the way. What I meant by that was before you start painting. I didn't really leave myself a lot of room for the legs, so because I started the torso so big, but that's all right. We're gonna remember we want to be willing to change and be willing to try some things, take some chances. And you know what? I'm not getting what I want there. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take some gesso, but I wanted these legs to be much further over here. So this is good. Oh, that gesso doesn't look good. So let's use white paint. And we're just going to ghost this down so we can work back into it, and that'll just be a second layer. I think I can probably draw on top of that while it's still wet. Let's try. I'll go, since the legs are going to be dark, that's better. It's still a little wet there, so it's not letting me draw, but that's fine too. We'll start with that. So remember, we're trying to get involved in the journey, in the process, in the fun of creation, and we're just trying to remain open to what happens as the drawing happens. All right, that's good. So now, since I want to start with dark head, dark legs, and dark arms, I'm going to mix up a little bit of dark paint, Payne's Gray and burnt umber, or raw umber. One of my favorite mixes. And we're going to get a dark head on there. I'm going to mix a little black to that so we can darken up that arm a little bit. Put that on there like that. And just for fun, let's go with a little cooler arm in the background. Go with browner legs for now. I think I'll probably change that, but we're gonna do that for now. Now we're painting into the white paint, so. But I didn't realize that was going to happen, but look at there. All part of the lesson today, right? Now while that is doing its thing, I'm going to come back and do some drawing. Make another pass at this. I want to be careful here and not outline the whole thing. Just felt like it. I think I need a bit more of a shoulder here and a bit more of a back coming in here. Never have been happy with what I've done down here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that. I'm going to rub this out and just make a big thing here, a big shape here. I actually like what I did there. So yeah, I actually like that. So I'm going to let those strokes. That's kind of fun. See, this is the kind of thing I'm talking about, where you let the piece take you where it takes you. Some kind of a little hand going on here. Now I'm gonna take this drawing away because I don't want to be influenced by it anymore. I wanna go. This needs a little bit of something here. One more thing, just for fun. I feel like it's not quite interesting enough. So. Well, now it's going dark all down there. So that's what happens. Oh boy, didn't like that. Okay, there we go. That's as far as we're going to take this now. It's kind of fun. I kind of like it. I feel like I'm at a point now where if I keep working on it, I might take it a little bit too far. So it doesn't mean I won't come back to it later, but I sure had fun working on it. And the last thing I want to leave you guys with today is it's not what you create, it's that you spend the time creating. Super good.
So are you...
Oh, I'm going?
Yep.
Okay. To